The DriftCheck component will put the host PC and display PC in DriftCheck mode to allow the experimenter to assess eye tracker accuracy and ensure that the participant's gaze is at a specific position before proceeding. When the experiment gets to a DriftCheck, a single fixation target will be presented to the participant. Simultaneously, the experimenter will see a representation of the target along with a cursor representing the current gaze position on the host PC. When the gaze cursor is steady on the target, the experimenter can press the spacebar to accept the fixation and proceed. The DriftCheck also provides an opportunity for the experimenter to recalibrate the eye tracker if the eye tracker accuracy does not appear optimal. Pressing the escape key from a DriftCheck will put the two computers back into the camera setup mode so that the eye tracker can potentially be recalibrated and revalidated. The experimenter can then press the O key or click the output record button on the host PC to go back to the DriftCheck again and proceed from that same point in the experiment. As DriftChecks provide an opportunity to assess eye tracker accuracy and potentially recalibrate the tracker, performing them regularly, like between trials of the experiment, is typically a good idea. The properties of the DriftCheck allow you to configure the stimulus characteristics for the procedure. Here, the target position is set to the center of the screen, 0, 0. The DriftCheck target type is a picture, and the target file name points to an image file called fixedtarget.bmp that's located in the project's images subfolder. The background color property is set to win.color, which will make it match the background color of the stimuli in the experiment. Finally, the sounds are set to the defaults, which uses 3 wave files, qbeep.wave, typewave, and error.wave, for the target sound, good sound, and error sound, respectively, that are presented during eye tracker DriftCheck. These audio files can be copied from any of the example experiments that come with the plugin over to the main folder of your experiment if you'd like to use them as well. The execution of the DriftCheck component occurs at the end of the routine that it's in, so its start and stop properties are not used. DriftChecks are typically performed just before eye tracker recording begins, so the DriftCheck component should be placed in the same routine as the start record component and should be positioned just above that start record component. If the host PC backdrop will be updated by a host drawing component in the same routine, then the DriftCheck component should be positioned below that.